Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and tonight I'm showcasing some Viego Evelynn. Now, this deck was very popular once Hayspike was 1 mana. When Hayspike got nerfed again to 2 mana, the play rate of this deck fell down a lot. It just wasn't doing enough to actually get there to the finish line. However, with the new buffs to Domination, the buff to Hayspike now dealing 3 instead of 2, and then the buff to Steem more than anything else, this deck feels really good again, and I think it's actually one of the highest win rate decks right currently in the meta, probably somewhere like top 5. The reason for that is because especially the Steem, you're able to give permanent vulnerable to almost anything, as every time that you summon a 1-cost ally with Steem, and you can take advantage of those trades because you're going to have a lot of the encroaching mist from the Viegos or the Heimerdinger to actually get the trades for Steem. Or you could just be like me and just have a quick attack from your Husks so that Steem can just, pull them with the scout and just kind of go from there. Either way, it feels really good. Honestly, Steem went from being a unit that was almost unplayable to probably being one of the best units in this Evelynn package. Like, it's just so good. I did think maybe down the line, Evelynn decks are not that crazy just yet, but down the line, maybe Riot might have to nerf the vulnerable to only be for like a round, because the fact that this vulnerable is permanent just gives you so much flexibility on kind of tagging your opponent's units, even on their attack turn, and then be able to set it off lethal. Anyways, how does this deck work? Well, it's Evelynn and Viego. The idea is that you're able to just get a lot of value from the Husk, and eventually, if you have a Husk on the field when you play Viego, then Viego will summon an encroaching mist right away. Eventually, you're able to kind of level up Viego through there. You can also play the Nethergrid Collector, allowing you to kind of burn the opponent Nasus while keeping your own Nasus healthy. So it's kind of just like a bunch of like big stated value units. Evelynn, Steem, Collector, Viego, Heimerdinger. These are all the units that the opponent has to remove. So not only are you playing all these big static and even Domination, right? Domination is something that the opponent has to remove because the Domination is even buffing up your encroaching mist, allowing your Viego to level up even quicker. Opponent has to remove all these units, and there's so many good units in this deck that usually opponents are not able to remove everything. So then eventually you kind of just end up running it over, because in addition to having all these big units, you also end up having the control package from Shadow Isles. So we have triple Vengeance, Black Spear, triple Bow Feast, triple Hayspike. Like, all of this just pushes so much value and letting you control the opponent's board while letting you just stabilize and kind of run over with the game. We even get to play some Ceaseless Sentry here, so the new card to get some additional draw. We have the Glimpse, which also gives, so you also have a lot of draw with this deck, preventing you from kind of running out of value. Again, it's just, at the end of the day, it's just a big unit, just a bunch of stats. A lot of times you can handle with the keywords and just kind of go from there. There's nothing else that can be said about this deck. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the games coming up soon today. And if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We're almost to 6,000 subscribers, so any support, we really appreciate it. I'll see you at the end of the video for some more good tips. In this matchup, we're going against the Champion Slayer, and they're going to be playing Kindred, Senna, and Nasus. So I need to watch out for Casticate, right? That's how you pronounce that card. I love the Steem. I really like the Steem because it can let us kind of tag the Kindred, huh? Maybe we just go for this early hand. What if we just keep the Heimerdinger too? You know what? What if we just keep the whole hand? It's kind of weird, right? I don't have any of my control tools, but I think I have enough in my deck that I can naturally just draw most of my control tools anyways. Let's just give him the wave back. Our curve gets even better now. We can have Domination, which is gonna have top attached to it. This cannot be removed by a battle piece now. That's pretty darn good. But again, we have to watch out that we don't overcommit too much in followers, because once we do, the opponent can just play pretty much the Shurima Ruination and get rid of all our followers. His spec is pretty good as well. It hits the Kindred. I'm debating if I want to play Steem here. The spell is 7 mana. That's the problem, right? That like at 7 mana they can just get rid of my board if I commit the Steem right now. I wish I had Evelynn instead. That would be a much safer turn 4. Let's just play around the Castigate. Now, if the opponent taps out of the 7 mana, then I think we slap the Steam. Because we're going to have Fury on it. Otherwise, I need to be a little bit more careful. The fact that his Domination got tough, though, is pretty darn good. It's going to make... Okay, perfect. So they tap out of the mana. They tap out of the mana. I have to be careful about Kindred, I guess, right? If the opponent plays Kindred and we play the Steam to begin with, we're just giving the opponent exactly what they want because we're tapping out of the we tap out of the Haste Spike. We tap out of the Haste Spike, which would be really problematic for us. So what if we just pass? What if we just pass? I don't think I need to do anything. We can now just kill the Kindred or kill, you know, whatever the opponent plays. I'm willing to sacrifice the Soldier here. I don't need to take this much damage. At the same time, I kind of want to have the Soldier as my target for the Haste Spike. If I sacrifice the Soldier now, I do get access to Black Spear, which is not bad. I'm just going to pass again. If the opponent lets me, I will play the Viego next turn. Okay. So we're just going to play like that. Ooh, okay, so it's Evelynn now instead of the Viego. No, I kind of like the Viego first. Let's start with the Viego first. Let's just get our encroaching miss right away. The Viego gets Fury. Gets pretty big because obviously everything gets buffed twice for Domination. Opponent could just benches this. Which obviously is the right play to do. Otherwise, the Viego is going to slowly kind of take away the game. Now, next turn, we have a choice. Ooh, it's going to be a Senna. Alright. Remember, we have access to Black Spear, right? I wonder if it's correct to actually attack with Viego. I guess if the opponent blocks... If the opponent blocks with the... If the opponent blocks the Viego, we do have Fury, so I'm only taking 3 damage. It is still going to put us... Whoa. Yeah, we're just going to Black Spear, right? We're just gonna Black Spear here. Ooh, okay. I got punished. I got punished for waiting. I guess I'm just gonna bench this next turn then. I think that's also okay. I did get punished by waiting, but I'm still not very concerned about what the opponent has here. If I lose the Domination, all I'm doing is just getting the encroaching miss. We can go for Steam plus Vengeance, and that would still be very good for us. I guess my question is, do I sacrifice the Domination? I think I kind of prefer sacrificing this Domination, right? I think we're gonna go like this, just Vengeance the Senna. Force the opponent to have Battle Negation if they have it. So if they do have a Battle Negation, they could play it. And that would negate our Vengeance, but that would tap them out of being able to deal with the Viego. The only downside of sacrificing Domination here is that it will slow down my Viego level up, but I don't think I can afford to take this much damage. I think taking that much damage is a mistake. I think I'm gonna pass here. Remember, I still have access to Black Spear to kill the Kindred if the opponent chops her down. I just don't think it's correct to just give them a good Kindred here. Next turn, like like the Steam feels bad because I really don't want to play the Steam when the opponent has nothing that I can really challenge, right? Second Senna. So this one with Black Spear so that the opponent cannot play the Darkin Halberd. And there we go. So that's 2 Sennas gone. So we no longer have to worry about the fast speed Castigate. Now, if we play the Hydrovine next turn, we still have access to Haste Spike. And if the opponent kills that Hydrovine, that's going to be 7, 12, plus another 6 here, plus the miss that I will get from my unit dying. So if the opponent actually kills this Hydrovine next turn, we actually level up the Viego. So I'm thinking that the Hydrovine is actually correct now. We could also just level up the Viego by glimpsing our own Hydrovine if the opponent actually doesn't go for the Viego kill. Regardless, even if the opponent kills the Viego, that's fine with me. Another option is that I could just open attack. That's gonna force the Viego kill. No, I think I always have to develop first, right? Because if the opponent has a Vengeance, they won't have enough space for a blocker. So yeah, so I always develop the Heimerdinger first. Because if the Vengeance, that way I have all these units that I just able to finish it in. Now, if the opponent for some reason does have like a Ruination here, that's when I get punished. Okay, so if the opponent has like a Ruination, I do get punished here. That's like really the big punish that I have right here. Exactly a Ruination. A Castigate just levels up my Viego. And still we have Lethal. We have Haste Spike to stop a Crumble. And the opponent has to prevent Lethal this turn, so they have to summon a blocker. Because they don't have any blockers. So as long as it's not Ruination, we're okay. If it is Ruination, you're going to have to restart from scratch. Okay, I think we just win, right? I just pass. I do give him the draw, right? But I think that's fine, because this is still lethal here. Even if the opponent has a Vengeance for the Viego, they miss, and the Heimerdinger is still 10. So at most, opponent could only Vengeance one of them, and not Vengeance both. So, GG's. In this matchup, we're gonna against Viego Evelynn, so we have the mirror here. Okay, okay. Honestly, how crazy? I think double collector is maybe too much. I think double collector is too much. I think I need some sort of control tools. The Black Spear is great. Battle Piece not as much. We can go Domination, Evelynn, Collector, and kind of go from there. Oh, we have Viego and Sits. Okay, that's even better now. Let's go here. Now, I am concerned about the Haste Spike, right? The Haste Spike is a little bit annoying here. Oh, opponent's just going to straight up just go for the Battle Piece. That does stop my Evelynn from being able to level up. I think that's fine though, right? I don't think I care about that. I think I just play the Evelynn out anyways. And next turn, we just go the Collector and level up Evelynn regardless. Vengeance for the Viego is pretty good. Never Great Collector is going to be fearsome. Now, opponent gets the same idea here. They said that they get Spell Shield, while we only get fearsome. This is a curve, man. This is a curve. Opponent's going to Battle Feast again. If we Battle Feast our own Hunter Husk, we actually get the level up on the Evelynn, which I think is worth it. Force the opponent to have their own Battle Feast here. Because if they have their second way to deal with this, I don't think I'm concerned. I might just slap this Vengeance. Oh man, like... They really want to slow down my Evelynn, right? And they do. They slow it down by a lot. I'm going to slap this Vengeance here. I don't want their Evelynn to stick on the field. I feel like opponent's going to get a big advantage if they can continue summoning Husk, while we cannot. So it kind of sucks having to use the Vengeance on the Evelynn when I would have rather used it on the Viego, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. The problem here is that Evelynn is never going to actually level up now because we lost both Husk, unless we literally get the Haste Spike, which we end up getting the Haste Spike. I'm going to go ahead and just drop the Viego down. Opponent gets their own Viego, and they get to get a farther than me because they're able to have the Husk. Yeah, they got such a big advantage from being able to actually keep those Husks on the field compared to me. We can play the Steam. So I think I prefer the Steam here. Gives me access to the Husk and lets me actually hit the Viego, right? Now the question here is, this goes up to 5. Do I need to just kill this Viego instead? Do I need to kill this Viego instead?
Don't be shy.
I get punished by the opponent having access to there's one punish that I have. If the opponent has another battle piece, I get punished. If I go like this and the opponent has another battle piece, I get punished. I think I have to just go for it. If the opponent has another haste pack or has a battle piece, I just have to go for it. I have to kill this Viego. Okay, perfect. So we trade Viegos. We have our own Heimerdinger next turn.
see what's inside.
We get the Evelynn level up. We still get to put the vulnerable on the Heimerdinger, which takes forever.
Impress me.
We can actually kill the Heimerdinger with the mist that we're gonna get, right? So we go ahead and kill this Viego now. Boom, 7/7. This guy stays alive, but again, they do have just 3 HP, and the vulnerable is from Steam is forever. We also get the quick attack, so now it's even better because we can actually just pull it with the quick attack and get a lot of value that way. So let's go. The other option is that we can go Nevergate Collector instead, and that gives us access to the Black Spear. And I think it's actually better this way, right? I think the Nevergate Collector is better. It gives me access to the Black Spear in case that the opponent does have an answer to respond to this attack. Because the opponent can have their own Black Spear, they can have Vengeance. They have a lot of ways to be able to deal with our Evelynn. It also forces them to have to play around the Evelynn's last Caress. If they have a second Heimerdinger, I'm kind of screwed a little bit. Okay, it looks like they don't. If I go like this, I'm just inviting them to Vengeance this... I'm just inviting them to Vengeance the Neverglade, right? I don't think I want them to Vengeance the Neverglade. I think I'm better off letting the Evelynn die. But then I get punished by a haste spike. It has to be like this, right? Has to be like this because if the opponent has the haste spike, okay, they have the Vengeance anyways. Let's go ahead and just slap this Black Spear in here and just chill for now. Yeah, it was either playing around Vengeance or playing around a haste spike, and I think I'm fine playing around the haste spike. The haste spike, because we can steal Black Spear afterward, and that's why I said the Nevergate Collector was probably slightly better in that situation. Now the opponent still has a lot of value here. We can still play the second Neverglade, or we can just play the Heimerdinger at this point. Heimerdinger is probably better because it gives me the blocker, right? Gives me the blocker for the Evelynn. And we're both gonna have Neverglade on the field, so we're gonna be trading a ton next time. Yeah, so let's go ahead and play our Heimerdinger here. Gives me the blocker. We can start setting up our own Heimerdinger. We have access to Collector. Oh, opponent gets Domination. They might shoot. They might just try to go all in. Okay, they didn't. Interesting. Oh, nice. Nevergate Collector is gonna also have access to Spell Shield now. That's pretty nice. So we go here. Unfortunately, this Evelynn cannot really attack, right? Unless the opponent is willing to sacrifice their own Evelynn. That's kind of tilting. I'm willing to attack with my own Heimerdinger. Ooh, but then the opponent has Spell Shield on theirs. Never mind. Wait, this is just gonna be... We're literally just gonna be trading. We're literally just gonna be trading, and the opponent has more value than, I guess if I have a second Collector, I'm slightly better off. The problem is that now I don't have space for the Husk, right? What if we actually haste spike instead? What if I don't let them draw? What if I'm actually gonna haste spike here? And I also want the mist to come first before I want the mist to actually happen instead of the Husk, right? I think I stopped them from drawing. And what we need to do is that we actually need to rearrange our units, right?
Okay.
So we need to make it so that the Heimerdinger is on the left. Because this is... Oh, no, wait. But this is around N. And this is around start. So no matter what, we're not going to get the miss. We're going to get the Husk, right?
Impress me.
No. The Husk goes away. Okay, yeah, we are going to get the miss. Okay, perfect. If we didn't get that miss, I think we would have been in a lot of trouble. The opponent does have the Overwhelm here, which can be a little bit risky. They cannot attack with their Heimerdinger because we can just block with ours. We have double Never get Collector. What are you doing now? Okay, so we're gonna have to go Vengeance then? I mean, sorry, we're gonna have to go Glimpse. Hope that we find a way to actually protect against the Sirturmund. We get a second one, but I think I prefer the Steem better. So that we can actually give the Heimerdinger vulnerable. Come on, it should work, right? Yeah, the Husk, yeah, there we go. That way we give the Heimerdinger vulnerable and we can kill it next turn. So we're gonna take all this damage, but we'll be able to kill this Heimerdinger next turn. We go like this, we sacrifice the Steem. I guess it's actually better to go this way, so that the Heimerdinger is as weak as it can. And because we have another Heimerdinger and the opponent only has one, we're actually back to being healthier than them. We could have gone Domination, but I want the board space for the Heimerdinger. Yeah, I think this is game. I think we have stabilized over the opponent. We're able to kill their Heimerdinger next turn with our miss, and then from there it's just a matter of finding the answer. No! Okay, opponent didn't get the elusive husk. Okay, that elusive husk would have been the one thing that would have punished us. So here we go. We go Heimerdinger. We get to drain 4 because 2 husks died. We're almost back to full HP. Honestly, that elusive one scared the crap out of me, right? Because that elusive one would have actually meant that the opponent wins. But here we go. We get to drag their Heimerdinger, and everything else gets to push damage. We also have Fearsome in a couple of our units, and opponent only has the Evelynn as a Fearsome blocker. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Leona Kayle, so it's going to be an aggressive type of matchup. Wow. I like the Sentry. I'm gonna just keep the Evelynn. I don't think it's the Collector. I don't think it's the Collector that we need right now. I think we just need a way to just level up Evelynn right away. The second Evelynn is gonna be humongous for us. Unfortunately, we won't have the mana. If we play Sentry on 2 and Domination on 3, we won't have the mana for the haste spikes, so this pigeon is gonna continue being a sword in our eyes. We could play Sentry here and just at least chump block some damage, let myself get some draw, then go Domination, kind of go from there. Also lets me just block the rear guard, I guess. If opponent has a second pigeon, I'm kind of sad. Doesn't have it. Let's go ahead and just take the block here. We can always haste spike if we need to on the pigeon, if the opponent decides to open after we play our Domination. Having this Evelynn Caress and the Vengeance is so huge, by the way. Because we can kill the Leonas, we can kill the Kayles, we can do all that stuff. Not a great keyword to get for Evelynn, but, you know, better than nothing. Better than nothing. If the opponent plays Sun Guardian here, that kind of sucks. I mean, I don't know how much, actually, just yet. If they have to open, right? Because if you let me develop the Evelynn, you just cannot attack anymore. I guess the opponent decided that they can attack anyways. Let's go Evelynn. We can block the Sun Guardian. Ooh, we have elusive on our, like, if we get like a Viego or something, that'd be pretty nice.
While I see what's inside.
Opponent decided not to respect the Evelynn. We can block the Sun Guardian, take a 4/6, potentially more if the opponent has a 2-drop. If the opponent main decks the Leona spell, that would be the big punish. Okay. And I think we always block this one because this one can continue to grow, obviously, and we can always just chump block that pigeon from the rest of the game.
Impress me.
Imagine, please give me a unit. I need a unit. I need something. I need something here. I might actually just pass, because I might actually choose to Vengeance the Raboon or the Leona here. Right? So opponent goes for the Raboon. I might choose to actually vengeance this. The problem is that we're not getting much accomplished, right? We don't have any unit. We need Viego. Okay, I'm gonna have to just play this sentry. I guess it's fine. We'll have the Evelynn Caress to potentially kill a Leona. Because Leona's gonna be at 6 and our Evelynn is also gonna be at 6. Okay. So we go here. Maybe we just sacrifice this Evelynn. Yeah, maybe we just sacrifice this Evelynn anyways. So it's so unfortunate, right? That we didn't draw like any unit last turn, but I do think that vengeance was probably worth it anyways on the Raboon. Okay. We do have this Haste Spike, which is an out. So we can go here, here, here. Is that better than nothing? Sure, right? I guess it's better to go here, right? It's one less damage. Yeah, it's one less damage by the blocking this than blocking that. We play the second Evelynn. We play the Hydrovine. And we're okay. I guess if opponent has a Shumpo, I'm gonna have to block here. I like the Hydrovine because it's giving me blockers, right? So I like the Hydrovine because it's giving me blockers. The other option is that we can just play for the Collector. But I think the Hydrovine is just so good. It gives me blockers for next turn. And we can just play the Collector next turn instead. We have Spell Shield on the Evelynn, Spell Shield on the Hydrovine. So we don't even get hit by a stun from Leona because of the Spell Shield right now. We're at 8 though, right? We are at 8. We have the second Vengeance. Which is nice at killing Leona. Maybe that's actually the way that we go about it. So the second Vengeance might actually have to be what we end up using, and then have Haste Spike. It depends. I guess if the opponent plays a Raboon, then I think probably the second Vengeance... I'm pretty sure they have the Rally in their hand, by the way. So I can almost play around the Rally in their hand. The problem is that the Rally doesn't do anything for them right now. Like, it's nice. Why play this? That doesn't do anything this turn, right? I mean, you don't have the attack token. You can't tell me you're scared of my attack, right? I mean, I was never gonna attack into your barrier. So the opponent just wasted a card for no reason. I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain about it. If it's Raboon, I like the Vengeance. Especially now that we have a Battle Feast. Gives us another blocker. So if this is a Raboon right here, I absolutely like the Vengeance. Wait, it's not even a Daybreak card. What is going on? Did you have a third Leona in your hand? Is that what's going on here? I can just pass, right? Again, I'm pretty sure they have the Rally. They have Challenger and Quick Attack, so they might think that they're in a good spot. If they have a third Leona and try to do the Daybreak, like how they tried to do last turn, we can just Vengeance, right? The Morning Light is not gonna work. And maybe, like, if they save the last turn, for sure, but I mean, putting them on a third Leona is kinda awkward. Otherwise, we just chill. There we go. We just Vengeance.
You don't want to keep a girl waiting.
We Vengeance here. Opponent's not allowed to attack with anything else in their hand. The Vengeance on the Leona. And the opponent just used a second one to help us out with. So they need to have the third, right? They need to have the third. We have access to Haste Spike and Battle Feast if we need to. And we can play the Collector next turn to start stabilizing. Start getting more health back. Because we have lost a lot of health. We are 8 against an aggro deck, which can be a little bit scary. Okay. I could always glimpse, by the way, as well. I don't think I need to, as long as the opponent has mana for rally. Like, as long as the opponent has technically mana for the rally, I don't think I can glimpse. I think I'd rather have my blocker. Probably better to just glimpse anyways when I have the Viego Collector, right? I think I prefer to hit the mana now. So here we just go Collector. We get to heal 2. We have access to Black Spear. Another day Paradise. We can attack with everything because opponent cannot actually block anything that we have. And we have access to Black Spear plus Bio Feast. And the Viego Collector lets us heal, so I think opponent is locked out. I guess they could have Kayle, but Kayle is not leveled up just yet either. So we could, like, because Kayle is not leveled, I guess opponent could go Kayle and put the quick attack on her. So I need to be able, if that's the case, I need to be able to hold the Black Spear and Haste Spike to be able to kill Kayle when she comes down, right? Because the opponent could technically go Kayle into hits them 5,000 and actually level up the Kayle because she will be at 11 exactly. And the fact that they're blocking here with the Crimson Pigeon tells me that that's a potential that can happen. Oh. Never mind, it's just... I guess they could still have it, huh? They could still have it. Huh. Maybe we let the Evelynn go because of that. Oh, no, they only have one card. No, they could still have it, right? They could still have it could be Kayle and then transferring over the Picton 5,000. So I think I'm gonna let the Evelynn go. I think because of the Hydran and the Collector, it's not gonna matter. I think I'm in a good spot. But I definitely don't want that Kayle to come down and level up on me, and then I don't have a way to deal with her because I don't have Vengeance. The only way that I lose this game at this point is gonna be the Kayle. Okay, opponent doesn't have Kayle, I guess. Alright. So I just pass. I'm gonna always chump block the Sunhawk with my approaching miss. Rally? If it's a rally, I just Black Spear, right? Yeah, there we go. We Black Spear, we win the game. We did put them on rally earlier, so maybe I should have just played around, like, knowing that they had the rally in their hand left. But it was never gonna be a problem. There's no way. I guess they're hoping maybe Kayle into level up Kayle could be enough. But they're going to have to block my Hydra next time because they're already at 14. And we can also just Haste Spike to kill the K, right? Double Haste Spike. And that should be fine. The game is over. The game is over. At this point, it's just whenever the opponent wants to surrender, just kind of like a formality. Because even if they get the kill, we have the Haste Spikes. We have plenty of draw, so I'm not even scared of running out of resources. And yeah, interesting. Let's just go Domination, I guess. Domination, Haste Spike, Haste Spike. Get rid of their blockers. Yeah, so we go Domination so that we get the Husk, so that we can go for Haste Spike, so that we can get rid of their blockers, and then next time we just open attack. We don't even need to play the Haste Spike, to be honest. We can just go Bio Feast, but I have these Haste Spikes in my hand, so I might as well just use them. Yeah, honestly, I just want to use these Haste Spikes because I have them in my hand. Like I don't see what the opponent's playing at anymore. Okay. We go here, kill the second one, and then open attack next turn, and we're chilling. Let's not waste any more time. I'm not gonna play anything else. Because opponent had the Fearsome blocker, right? So opponent had the Fearsome blocker, which made me feel like I should kill that. And then we go here, and that's it. That's the game. Yeah, the moment that we were able to stabilize, and when the opponent messed up, right? If opponent messed up when they wasted a second Leona. We had the answers for the second Leona, but it would have been a lot scarier to deal with her since we didn't have Vengeance. By opponent messing up, it just kind of made it easy from there on for us, so GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Caitlyn Draven. So this is either aggro or just kind of like a mid-range type of deck. This is an interesting hand. The double battlefield seem interesting to me because we can obviously kill like a Draven when it comes down. That's the benefit. But I think I'm just gonna go for Sentry and try to look for my units, right? I think I'm better off looking for like Hasteback is better because he can kill the Caitlyn potentially. But again, we kind of have a hunch that the opponent is gonna play more of a control type of deck. So I have to have a better target than the Sentry for the Hasteback. We end up getting the Soldier. We just a good enough target for it. We go here. Let's just push 2 while we can. We can Soldier, Hasteback if the opponent plays. I'm gonna pass. I'm only burning 1 mana. They're burning 3. I think that's better for us. Yeah, Caitlyn, cool.
Warm your body, warm your soul.
I might actually choose to Black Spear instead of Hasteback. I guess I can do both, right? Yeah, I guess I can do both. I can Hasteback here. That will negate the opponent the flash bombs. Force the opponent to have a get excited. And if the opponent kills my unit, I can just Black Spear afterwards anyways. So by blocking with the Soldier, there we go. We force the get excited. Question is, do I even wanna actually? I think I'd rather Glimpse actually. I don't even think I care about the Caitlyn for now. Yeah, there we go. The Glimpse is slightly better because we're able to get Evelynn. Now, question is it Evelynn here or is it Steem? It's probably Evelynn, right? It's probably Evelynn. I think I like the Evelynn better. It still gives me the Husk. Evelynn is not gonna be elusive. She has 6. The only thing that's killing her is gonna be a Thermal. Which the opponent could have.
See what's inside.
But I don't think I'm that concerned about it just yet. Otherwise, we just push 5. I guess the opponent could have Stun plus Flock. Or they could have the Flock here as well.
Peacemaker protocol.
I'm gonna attack with both. Yeah, that's the... Oh, wait, what? It's just a Mystic? So not even a Flock. So they're looking for an out next turn? Huh. Wait, what? I'm confused. I'm so confused. I don't want a Glimpse. I don't want a Glimpse. I want to just wait for now. Why not Flock right away? Why would you take that 5? We ended up losing the Husk. That's okay.
Let's investigate.
Oh, actually, that works out for us, right? We can just go here now. That works out. Yeah, that's cool. I might pass here. See what the opponent does.
They barricaded the door.
Okay, so I guess we're just gonna go ahead and play the Steam, maybe? Or is it the Husk? I think I like the Evelynn better.
That's it.
That way we can play Steam now, potentially get something nice here. The Steam will still give the Officer Squad. What are we playing against though? Why is the opponent playing that card? Other option is that now we can go for the Neverglade and burn them out. Neverglade and burn them out could be an option. Let's go Neverglade. Let's go Neverglade. I don't think I need to actually go for the Steam just yet because the opponent doesn't have anything that I really want to hit with the Steam. We have to... Okay, I'm so confused about what we're going against, to be honest. Do I even care about this Evelynn? I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna let them score Sheriff this if they want to, which they did, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and Glimpse. I'm gonna hit all those flash bombs, but I think it's better for me to just draw now. Because now we get a Viego, next we play Viego, and now we're chilling. We could attack with the Evelynn now, and at least force the opponent to lose the Officer Squad, and then we get hit by the Flashman and lose the Evelynn. I guess the Evelynn is gonna get Fury, so she's gonna be out of range to the Flash Bomb, so let's 2 of them hit her. We are losing to another Mystic here. Opponent doesn't have it. I think that was fine. Because if the opponent only has 3 cards, I guess the opponent could put the most one. The opponent doesn't have enough cards that I was scared. Ooh. Another Flash Bomb. Ooh. Okay. The regen is amazing, by the way. It's gonna make our Evelynn regen, and that's gonna be good.
Is this all we got? Hey, I've done
A little bit of a weird deck that we're going against. That's kind of why I'm having a hard time playing around it correctly, because I don't really know what the opponent's playing for. We get the perfect battlefield on the Castaway, and we're chilling. The Evelynn is going to regen before she loses their regeneration. No! Why must you do this to me? It's just a Tribune deck. Wait a second. I need to actually stop it from hitting the Nexus. This Divinity could actually be a problem. So the downside is that the opponent has to attack with the Divinity to guarantee it, right? Because we were able to battlefield their thing, I can just block like this, right? So the opponent doesn't get to hit the Nexus, the Divinity doesn't get enabled, the regen happens, we play a second Viego, we're chilling.
That was hot.
I guess opponent could draw a Mystic Shot from the fact that they're gonna have this. But now that we have a second Viego, we can just slap the Divinity to the Nexus if we need it. We could also just Vengeance it, but I think obviously we can go for Viego into the Despair. Second Thermal. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, let's go here. We'll play the Bora out so that the opponent doesn't have a good open attack still. And it allows me to also have my Viego be even better. Now we have Spell Shield on the Viego too. We did by okay. And elusive. I think this is game. Yeah, I think this is game right here. The opponent's chance will be like the Divinity, and I don't think they have it. We play the Viego, we have Spell Shield and elusive on the Viego. As well as get another encroaching miss. Even if the opponent enables this Divinity, I think I'm still okay, because I just go for the scout and go from there. So GG's. In this matchup, we're gonna get Karma, Ezreal, Seraphine. Now Ionia is very annoying for us because it does mean that the opponent has access to. Do I keep this haste spike? I think I actually want to look for Evelynn. It means that the opponent has access to recalls. Right, so I don't think keeping the Viego is correct. We end up getting a second Viego anyways, which kind of sucks because our hand is very expensive. Like, I'm kind of scared that I'm going to be, like, all these big units that I have, I'm just going to get recall when it's all said and done. Yeah, our hand ended up not being so great. Okay, the Bora is not bad. We could battlefield the Feline, the Falling Feline to start with, if the opponent doesn't open. If the opponent opens, do I even battlefield this? Oh, opponent's just gonna go right away from the Ezreal. Okay. Let's just go Soldier. Let's go Soldier here. The opponent will be able to Mystic Shot it if they wanted to. We can always Glimpse whatever the opponent Mystic Shot, so the Glimpse might be better off later on. The only downside is I do not have anything great here to go along with this. I guess let's just slap the Bora down for now. I don't have any of my control tools, right? This Ezreal this early should be getting punished, and somehow it's not gonna get punished. Headset Crystal, wow. Yeah, this Ezreal this early should be getting punished, but it's gonna go without any problem. You're gonna pass. We can use this as a blocker. Opponent has the Headset Crystal on the first predict. We can. I want to be able to play this Collector before the opponent can actually play anything else, right? Because now if they try to actually kill me here, I'm chilling. This has tough now, makes it a little bit harder for the opponent to kill this. They're gonna have to recall this Neverglade Collector. So they're gonna have to recall this Neverglade Collector, otherwise it's gonna be a big problem for them. The tough makes it really hard for them to actually be able to kill it. They might try to kill it here, right? They might have a thermal, but if they play thermal here, I think I'm cool with that.
The spirit gives
Okay,
those
no.
who listen.
I'm gonna drop down the Viego as well. Just gonna force them. Again, the recall is the scary part with this Collector. And I'm 100% sure that's a recall. So if I can bait out a recall with the Collector, that's pretty good for me. Because it's one less recall that goes to Viego later. I'm gonna go ahead and just slap the Viego down. Again, just trying to force answers from the opponent. Let's do it. Ooh, it's Obliterator. I think I'm gonna Glimpse. That way it doesn't get obliterated, so it counts towards Viego. Okay, the opponent went for the Nullify. I baited out. I didn't bait it out. I had to, right? I did end up getting the Nullify out of them. We can attack with both of these girls, both of this Viego and Deborah. This has regen, so unless the opponent has exactly a thermal, it's gonna stay alive. This pair is kinda wonky, by the way, because if we use it on the Ezreal, all we're doing is just giving the opponent the Mystic Shot value. If I play this Vengeance now, I think the Vengeance is better off on a Karma than it is on Ezreal. We could just pass here, wait to see what the opponent does. Or we could play the Hydrobind and just tap out. I like the Hydrobind. It makes my Viego go to 6. If the opponent has another Head Splitterator, they can still kill it. Yeah, they're gonna go for the Hydrobind instead. Which is risky because it's gonna make our ooh, I messed up with my screen a little bit. It's gonna make our Viego very close, but I'm pretty sure the opponent has a recall in their hand. Okay. You cannot, if you play the Mystic here, I don't think you can let this Hydrobind stay alive. You're also gonna be very careful with the Fearsuns. That's probably the worst way to do it. They're gonna have to have a recall for this Viego. So they kill this. Yeah, there you go. 10, 12. Okay, so the only downside here is that the Viego is not anywhere close to leveling up just yet. And we don't really have a way to do it, right? I'm gonna go Domination first. Maybe we can trigger the Viego by actually playing the Sentry and then also have Haze Spike available for us. Yeah, so opponent's gonna go for the recall. It is gonna make us restart our Viego. It's gonna make us restart our Viego, unfortunately. I'm gonna go Haze Spike here. I guess I get punished by the opponent having access to a removal. If the opponent has removal, they can actually stop the Haze Spike. It's so hard though. I have to do something before this Ezreal levels up. I guess we could just Vengeance as well.
I hear her calling for me.
Do I need to sacrifice this Viego? Is there a world where playing the Haze Spike to kill the Viego works for us in our favor? I don't think so, right? Imagine if Viego was still 5 mana. I'm gonna have to just Vengeance this Ezreal. I want to see if the opponent taps out of the deny first before we do it. I have enough to play Viego plus Vengeance, so at least I can force the answer from the opponent, right? Yeah, let's go Vengeance right away. If the opponent has the deny, I might have to go Haze Spike. I have to play this Vengeance now. Yeah, they play the deny. We're gonna go... Oof. This is rough. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the Haze Spike. If the opponent has a second Mystic, then I get punished. Has a high note. Wow. Okay, can't do anything about that, right? The opponent kind of just ended up getting the answers that they needed. I figured the Vengeance was gonna get denied, right? So we knew that was gonna happen. That's why we said we needed to wait for the deny last turn. I don't think I beat the Vengeance anymore because all the opponent needs to do is just jump down a I don't beat the Ezreal anymore because all the opponent needs to do is jump down a Seraphine or a Karma and they win the game. Heck, this doesn't even help me because I'm giving the opponent the hit to my face. So it's gonna be Ezreal and the Mystic Shot. So I'm gonna take 4 to face if I play the Despair, and they get the Karma regardless.
The answer lies within.
If that Vengeance goes through, I think we're okay. However, because it didn't go through, it ends up not mattering anyways. Yeah, it just burst me down, my friend. There it is. Cool. Let's go here. Let's pretend that we have a chance. We could potentially draw... I guess we could potentially draw another... Nah, we also should have just waited. We could potentially draw another Vengeance and have a chance. If the opponent has no other spell, but they're gonna create a spell with Karma. And they also have a pretty good open attack. The triple Viego was tough, right? And it's exactly what I said though. It's the recall. Yeah, if it's not for the recall, I feel like we're okay. But once the opponent was able to restart my Viego, nothing else mattered after that. So GG's. GG's, man. Ionia is pretty tough. In this match, we're going against Heimerdinger Jayce. So Heimerdinger Jayce, those have answers like a lot of removal. I kind of like the hate spike, but I kind of don't. Because opponent's gonna want to obviously play for their shock blast, etc., etc. I feel like I'm never getting Evelynn every time I play this deck. I play this deck often enough, and I just never get Evelynn. That's my problem with Evelynn decks. I just never get her. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play the Domination. If you want to play your shock blast, actually, why don't we just pass? I think opponent wants to play something on turn 6 and on turn 3, right? They wanted to play an answer. Now we go Domination.
Nothing. Worthless. Don't waste my time.
And we can actually just go Battlefield here too. Right? So we just go Battlefield here. Get my Spiderling to go even bigger. We have Haste Spike. If the opponent plays the Jayce, I think I'm fine with that. I just didn't want to deal with that Fearsome, right? Because the opponent could easily have access to the Hextech Handler. What did I say? We can go Evelynn here. That way Evelynn has Spell Shield. And at least she's protected. We get the impact. We are able to play the Steam next turn. I was hoping I could get Quick Attack or something similar so that I can actually get the favorable trade next turn. But, you know, it is what it is. We can still play the Steam here. Quietus. Okay. A little bit too late for that Quietus in my opinion. Definitely would have been better for them earlier. Okay, well, if you're gonna give it to me, I'm gonna take it. I'm always blocking this Hextech Handler. We have Spell Shields. I mean, it does mean that we cannot attack with the Evelynn, but I don't think I'm that scared about it just yet. We don't get the regeneration. We don't get the stuff that we're looking for. Let's go Steam. We can always haste back or Battlefield to tag a Heimer.
Always even.
This team is gonna push a lot of damage here, and will allow me to kill the wrench bot. So we are able to play another one. We're able to play, you know, at least one unit, right? So that we're able to actually get tag their stuff again. So we go here. We can Battlefield the Force Sheath, giving this the vulnerable. Allow me to pull it with the Steam and let Evelynn go through. Okay, well.
Yes, I bite.
Opponent goes down to 6 HP and we have an Evergreen Collector. Plus an Evelynn on the field. I'll take that. Yeah, opponent goes down to 6 HP and we have an Evelynn, we have an Evergreen Collector, we have a Haste Pack, we have a Hydravine. Opponent rate is gonna go down to 4 just from the Evergreen Collector. Hopefully they don't kill my units yet. Okay, they went for it. But if they kill Evelynn, they lose 1 more damage, right? So we go here. Let them kill Evelynn if they want to. So if they do want to kill that Evelynn, they could be my guest. They still go down to 4. They go down to 3 and then we open attack with the Collector. Wait, so we just win, right? We have the Haste Spike, we have the Viego. Ruination. Copium. I think we just open. I think we open first. Because at most the opponent could have Vengeance. I guess Mystic plus Vengeance. So maybe the open wasn't correct then, right? That's okay. I'm thinking, because I was thinking, you know, I forced them to have answers, but they did have both answers that they needed, which a little bit unfortunate for us. We can just go ahead and play this Viego though. Get ourselves an elusive Viego. Next time we can play the Hydravine and opponent shouldn't have answers for it. We still have Vengeance. Yeah, it had to always be the develop. I guess the develop gets punished by Ruination though, so It was either we play around Ruination or we play around exactly Vengeance plus Mystic. I still like the open though, because it does mean that this Viego gets to come down and stay like this. Opponent's gonna have a hard time dealing with this Viego unless they just straight up have a Vengeance. Dawning Shadow gets them there slightly. We have two options. We can play the Hydrobind, or we can play the Haste Spike and play the rest of my hand out. Could play the Haste Spike and play the rest of my hand out. Which one is better? I kind of like going for the Haste Spike play. I kind of like going wide and forcing the opponent to have removal for 2 Borath and the Sentry. So we go here. We go Sentry. It is the same. They would have had to have 2 blockers, but at least I'm forcing the opponent to have to commit a Vengeance, right? So like what I want to do here is that if the opponent commits a Vengeance next turn to survive, it makes my Hydrobind completely safe on the next turn, because I'm just gonna open. So by open attacking, the opponent has to commit a Mystic and a Vengeance just to survive, and that will be their second Vengeance, letting my Hydrobind stick on the field and go from there. So GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's game. You see exactly what we're talking about. A lot of these games, you kind of just outstat your opponent. Really, the only games where you struggle a lot is when the opponent can combo you out, right? As we saw against the Ionia Ezreal deck, they're able to just recall your key units, and that kind of sets you behind a little bit too far because it resets your Viego, right? Otherwise, against most matchups, you kind of end up getting pretty big against them, and just having so much value with so many of your Evelynns, your Steam, your Domination, your Nerigly, your Viego, just putting so much pressure on them that eventually there's almost nothing that they can do, because you're also able to just kind of deal with the units, especially with Haste Spike being such a good removal. This card is actually so nuts now that it can deal 3 damage to a unit. It feels amazing. Very, very impressed with Evelynn. I feel Evelynn is the big clear winner from this patch. I think her package, both with Viego and Kai'Sa, is now very competitive, very playable, and I'm excited to see if there's any other, I guess, archetype that comes out from the Evelynn package. You know, kind of excited to see that. Aside from that, in terms of mulligan tips, I mean, the one thing I have noticed about this deck is that you do want your champions, especially Evelynn. Evelynn kind of sets up your whole engine, right? Because you're getting Husks every single turn. So I'm actually partial to keeping one Evelynn in our mulligan if we get her. Aside from that though, we're looking for probably Domination. We're looking for, I don't care about keeping the Sentry, but you can keep it if you want to. It doesn't really matter. I don't think it's necessary. Salter, Domination, Evelynn, Steem are the things that I'm mainly looking for. If my hand already looks good enough early on, then I might look to keep a Viego. So just kind of keep your key units and then kind of go from there to kind of build up the board from that spot. In terms of strategies, like I said, if you're not familiar with this deck, the idea is that you want to play your Viego once you have a Husk in the field, right? That way you're able to actually get that encroaching miss right away, but it's not always the case, right? Aside from that, just kind of keep track of your Viego health because of the encroaching miss, so that way he can be out of range of certain things like Hex Obliterator, right? You don't want to play Viego when he's only 6 HP against a Jayce Lux deck because they can just Hex Obliterate it. You want to have at least 7 HP so that you're able to actually keep it out of range of the Sith's cast spell. Aside from that, also remember that the Steam vulnerable is permanent, so take advantage of that. You kind of saw us doing that in the mirror, where we're able to put the Steam, put the vulnerable on their Hydrobind, and set it up so that next turn we will have been able to kill it. And yeah. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. And you can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream every now and then, and also on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.